Most people lose money in the crypto space, and there's reports of 90 to 95% of all investors who put money into crypto have lost money. And if you're a beginner, this number goes even higher. So if I was to start from zero trading crypto in 2026, this is exactly what I do step by step to actually make money instead of losing it. And I've made millions of dollars trading crypto. You can scroll through my channel and see it, but I started with zero experience and I've made every single mistake along the way, losing millions of dollars. So in this video, I'm breaking down the process I'd follow if I had to start completely over, the same roadmap I'd give to a friend who's just getting into crypto this year. And this is how I would actually go about making money instead of losing it and avoid all of the mistakes that most beginners make. So the three things that you need when trading crypto are going to be, one is you're going to need to have a platform. I personally do most of my crypto trading on BYD-Fi. This is one of the leading exchanges in the world. There's over 1,000 cryptocurrencies listed, over 1 million users worldwide, and it's in over 190 countries. The reason I use this platform versus some of the bigger names like Coinbase or Binance or MEXC is because this platform doesn't require so many documents. Other platforms require you to submit your driver's license or your passport and require you sometimes to give social security numbers. Like, this platform is very simple, very easy to go about starting an account, and it's available in over 190 countries. On top of this, BYD-Fi has a lot of different cryptocurrencies. Coinbase is a bit more selective with their platform, Binance as well. BYD-Fi has a lot of different smaller projects, smaller cryptocurrencies. They have the big ones as well. So there's just a much wider range of options with BYD-Fi. On top of this, you also need to have a platform to do your research. So I use CoinMarketCap to see all the different cryptocurrencies that are in the market. This is a website that allows you to see everything going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and they have thousands and thousands of cryptocurrencies there. So if you ever see a token that you want to invest in, look it up on CoinMarketCap. And the third thing is going to be Twitter, because over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, this is where you do all of your research, because you can look up tokens on CoinMarketCap, but where you find a lot of information about what's popular, what's trending, what the biggest names in crypto are talking about is going to be on X. So this is my account. I talk about, like crypto news, but I would just go on to X, search crypto, search Bitcoin, and see what, the biggest names are talking about, follow some accounts, and start looking at what they talk about. But just be careful, because if they talk about specific projects, it could be sponsored. So just make sure, you're staying up to date on crypto news on X. So now let's switch gears and talk a little bit about how to actually trade. So over on BYD-Fi, you can go about using my link. You can get $8,100 in bonuses. That's like up to $8,100 in bonuses. So you can practice before really putting in your own money. And it's a very simple and easy platform to use. So you can see they have a lot of different options. If you look at the top, they have buy crypto, markets, trade, futures, copy, trading bots, and events. And before you can do this, you need to make sure you have money in your account. So this is a brand new account. I put around $9,500 into it. So what you need to do is you go ahead, click on deposit, and then you can either deposit, crypto from another exchange, or you can even just buy it with Visa, MasterCard. And you can see that's exactly what I showed you before. One click buy, we're back to the same page. You verify your identity, select your desired cryptocurrency, and you could do it this way. There's another option where you can go about doing a bank transfer as well. So again, you could transfer from your bank, and it can arrive in 1 to 2 days, and that's a very simple thing. So if you're completely new to crypto, those are two options with either, Visa, MasterCard, Google Pay, Apple Pay, or with a bank transfer. Me personally, I usually just send crypto from another wallet, but this is the most easy way to get money into your BYD-Fi account to actually go about start trading. After you have money in your account, then you could actually go about buying crypto. So now what you need to do is you can have a lot of different options, and it can be overwhelming. So you're going to go to trade. They have a few different options: spot trading, leverage tokens, convert, and on trade trading. We're going to keep it the most simple for today's video and just go to spot trading. What this means is if you spend, $5, you're going to get $5 worth of Bitcoin. If you go about spending, let's say we switch the token, we could switch it to Ethereum. You could spend, let's say, $5 for Ethereum means you get $5. If you spend 5 USDT, you get $5 of Ethereum. So this is the most straightforward way. Obviously, prices change up and down, but you're not using any sort of leverage. You're not trying to, use more money than you have. You're just saying, look, I have $5. I want $5 worth of Ethereum at current prices. So the way that works is you see it says your available balance. Mine says 95 USDT. If we want to go about actually trading, you have 3 options: limit, market, and stop limit. Limit means that you could pick a price that you want to buy it at. Market means you just are buying it at whatever the current price is. And so stop limit as well. I'm going to go ahead and click on market, and we're just going to go ahead putting in 10 USDT. You're going to go ahead and click on buy ETH, and it says success at the top. It's really that simple. Now you have less USDT in your wallet, but you can see right here in my assets on the bottom right, it says ETH. I have 0.002, it's right around $10, and USDT I have $85. If you want to do it with another token, you simply can go about searching it, and you can make that decision there. I personally own quite a bit of Solana and Cardano as well, so if we want to go about buying Solana, you just go about clicking in. Let's do a market buy. We'll do 10 USDT. Click buy Sol. So now you can see under my assets, it'll show, if we go to assets and we go to spot, it'll show that I have 76 USDT. I have around $10 of Ethereum and around $10 of Solana. So you can see that's as simple and easy as it is to go about actually trading. You go to trade, spot trading, and then you could trade right from there. If you want to take it a little step further, you can go to futures. And futures are a bit more risky because ultimately, if we go to futures, let's go to Bitcoin. Futures are basically meaning that you are using leveraged trading. Ultimately, what that means is that let's say you have $5 of US dollars in your account. And let's say you want to trade with $50. You can use your $5 and put 10x leverage. So we can adjust this and put 10x. So that means for every dollar you invest, you get $10 of the token. But the problem with that is that if prices drop, it could liquidate your account. So if you're a complete beginner, I would stay away from any sort of leveraged or futures trading because it is high risk, high reward. Like, yes, you can turn $1,000 into $100,000 in a matter of days, but you also could lose your $1,000 in, a matter of days as well. It is very, very risky, but if you deploy the right strategy, you can start exploring this a bit more. But for this video, I want to just introduce it. It's the same way as you would do a spot buy. So when we did those earlier with spot trading, it's the same thing. You would just put in the quantity that you want. You can go about clicking buy. It's that simple. Third option I want to talk about is going to be with copy. Copy is a really good option if you are brand new into crypto as well. So you just have to go ahead, confirm the copy trading agreement. But the way that copy trading works is it allows you to follow top traders and copy them with one click. So if you have no idea what you're doing, you could go about clicking on top traders or all traders and seeing who is the most profitable and say, look, I want to copy exactly what they're doing. I don't want to have to think about it. So if we go, let's say, to top traders, you can see that this person has 11 people following them. They have a 75% return in the last 30 days. This person has 11 people again, 35% in the last 30 days. We can look at all traders, and what I would like to do is usually filter it so we can see by the number of current followers. We can see that some people have 41 followers. Some people have 16. You could filter it by that, and you could also filter it by the total P&L. Like, these are things that I personally would look for. So you could just go about, if we look at the top traders, we can click on this guy and say, I want to copy him. And then basically every single trade that they make, you would just, put however much you want to go about investing to follow this person's trades. We're going to go ahead, let's do 50. You'd click on copy now, and it would allow you to follow exactly what that person is doing. So these are like the 3 main things that a beginner needs to know in crypto. You need to know how to actually go about buying Bitcoin and, Ethereum, Solana, buying your different cryptos. You need to know about what leverage trading is And you also need to know how to go about copying other traders, because that's a very useful tool if you have never traded before and you want to just follow some of your like favorite traders. You want to follow the most successful traders. In addition to this, you need to know these 3 websites. You need to know the website, like I said, BYDFi, where you go about actually trading your crypto. That's where you buy it, sell it, you hold it. You also need to know about CoinMarketCap. This is the website where you can see any crypto that you want. We can just type in something like a token called Aster. We can see what its price is, what its market cap is, the volume. And then the last thing is going to be X. X is like my favorite place for finding real live updates on what's going on in the crypto space. And this is like your go-to place for doing research.